last night, Tony took Nicky's crown to become the current champion of fives in the grid. But how will he do today as he faces a new contender?
Hidden somewhere in this grid are tens of thousands of pounds in cash prizes, as well as a whole heap of trouble. To win big tonight, one of our contestants must hold their nerve, avoid the traps, and find the money that waits in the grid. Welcome to In the Grid, the game that can make you big money in moments, but where you can lose the whole stack in seconds. As always, there's heaps of cash hiding behind the squares in this grid. Our contestants will battle it out head to head, taking it in turns to choose squares, hoping to find as much of that cash as possible. But there's just as much chance they'll find one of the many nasty surprises lurking up there too. It's time to meet our reigning champion, Tony. Champion, Tony.
All right, thank you very much.
How are you doing? £8,700.
That's right.
And you went for the 4 squares, and then that 5th one where you were offered over £14,000, you decided to stick.
That's right. You see that 14 in front of you, you think, no, just stick with the 8.
Great play.
That's right.
You played a great game. Congratulations, well done,
Right.
Tony. As we know, the grid decides everything. And the first thing it's going to decide tonight is who you're going to be playing against. As always, we've got 9 contestants hoping to get into the grid today. Tony, pick a square and see who you're going to be playing against.
I'll have A2.
Who are you going to play against? It's... Karen! Karen! Hello, Karen. How are you? Karen, where are you from?
I'm from Nottingham.
Okay, and you breed dogs?
Well, no, that's what I want to do. That's
want
kind
to
of
do.
a little bit in the future, but I own a couple of the type of dogs I want to breed at the moment.
What are they?
They're Alaskan Malamutes.
They're what?
Alaskan Malamutes. They're kind of...
It sounds like an anagram.
Yeah, I know it does.
Okay, Tony and Karen, time to square up to the grid. Good luck. Okay, guys, this is how we play the game. Between you, you have to uncover all but one of the 16 squares in the grid. Each square you play will affect your bank balance, sending it shooting up or crashing down. Just how good or bad a square is entirely up to the grid. When the game's over, the person with the most money is our champion, and they'll be playing tonight's mega grid for tens of thousands of pounds. The loser will be going home with nothing. Now, no 2 games are the same because no 2 grids are the same. So let's see what's hiding behind tonight's grid. Right, we've got 5 gold squares. They're the cash squares. Find one of those and you'll get some cash. There are 2 of the green squares. They're the bonus squares. Find one of them and whatever cash you've already got, you get a boost. 3 purple squares. They're really good because they're the steal squares. Find one of them and then you'll be able to steal some money from your opponent. That's all the good squares. Now for the bad ones. There are 5 red squares. They're the penalty squares and you want to avoid those because if you hit one of those, then the grid can take cash away from you. And as always, there's the 1 bankrupt square. Nobody wants to hit that because if you do, the grid will take all the money that you've won so far. You can keep track of how you're doing and what's left in the grid at the bottom of your screens. The grid is going to mix those squares up now, so we don't know where they are. You both start with £1,000, and of course, you've both got 2 reveals. You can use those at any time to give you an advantage over your opponent. Okay, the grid is now locked. The prizes are hidden, but so are the traps. It's all up to you. Karen, as our new contestant, you get to go first. Pick a square.
Okay, this one's fairly easy because for some reason B3 has been shouting at me. I'm going to have to go for B3.
B3, you're hoping to hit one of the good squares, one of the golds, one of the bonuses, or one of the steals. Was it shouting at you in the right way, B3? Yes! It was indeed. What a great start, Karen.
Fantastic!
Well done. You've doubled your money to £2,000. Whoa, what a great start. That was really good. So, Tony.
Yeah, she done well, didn't
She did start really well.
Good grand start, yeah.
But as we've seen before, a good start can switch around.
That's what's going to happen, yeah.
That's what happens in this
So,
game.
I'll start with A1, please.
You like the corners,
I
don't
know,
you?
I'm just drawn to them.
All right, Tony. A1. Yes, £250. Right. You're both off to flying starts. Well done. So it means, though, that those 5 gold squares are now down to 3. So it gets a bit trickier now because there are 5 penalty squares, the red ones, and there's the bankrupt. Karen, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about whether or not to play a reveal because of those 2 gold ones going.
Well, you can use your reveal at any point
Yeah.
in your game, and of course, that does give you a strategy so that it's not just about luck. You will be able to find out what colour the square you pick is. You won't know the value, but you will know whether it's a good or a bad square.
Right.
And of course, Tony won't know.
Well, I'd like to play my reveal on B1, please.
B1 you'd like to reveal.
I would indeed.
So for you, not for Tony, look at your screen now. You know the colour, you don't know the value. Has it helped you? You can play it or save it.
It might be useful to play it, but I think I'm going to hold on to it.
You're going to hold on to it.
Yeah, I am.
So, maybe hold him, maybe avoid him, mate.
That's right.
Where are you going to go then?
I'd like to go to D2, please.
What is it? 50% up, well played! Chose not to play your reveal, went for D2, and you hit a bonus. And you are now up to £3,000, Karen. This is your first game, you're doing well. So, Tony, you've played before. Does that change your strategy?
Yeah, she might set those dogs on me. So what I'm going to have, C2, I think.
C2?
C2, and no, I'll tell you what, I'm going to use my reveal on that, C2.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to have a little look at that one.
So you're
first.
going away from your corners now?
Right in the middle now.
Right in the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. C2, you're going to reveal.
Reveal that one, yeah, please.
All right, just like Karen did before.
Right.
You will know the colour, but not the value.
Right.
Karen won't know. Just you and the audience at home will know as you reveal C2. Karen's watching you like a hawk there.
I like her looking at me like that. She's
Play or save?
I'll save that one.
See anything, Karen?
I think he was disappointed with it.
Why? What did you see?
Don't know, there was just a little twitch.
Just a little twitch.
Yeah, a little twitch.
All right, Tony.
Right.
Where now?
B1, I'm going to take her one.
B1.
Yeah.
Are you calling Karen's bluff? What did Karen save or avoid? 10%! Yes! She was saving.
Yeah.
She was saving a bonus.
Yeah.
10%. That's the last of the bonuses. They are all gone now. You have £1,375. You both have a reveal left. And the grid is changing. There are now 3 gold cash squares left. There are 3 steals. They're the purple ones, and they're really good to get. But 5 red squares, the penalties, and we haven't yet uncovered that bankrupt square. Karen.
That was a bit of a blow, actually, Tony.
Oh, I feel so guilty.
D4.
D4. Gonna play it?
I'm going to play it.
Not reveal it, but play it.
Play it.
Okay. Let's see, D4. Oh, it's a penalty square. We were bound to hit one because there were a lot of them there. Let's see how much you're down. How much are you losing? 10% down, Karen. It's only 300 quid, so you're down to £2,700. Tony.
I'm going to use my other reveal on A3.
Okay, you're going to reveal A3.
That's
so,
right.
just for you, and you alone, it's on your screen now. Play or save.
C4.
So you're not going to play it.
No, C4.
C4 is £100 is gold. Well played, Tony. So you're well behind, though. There is £1,225 difference in the game right now. The grid is getting more and more dangerous. There are 2 gold cash squares, 3 purple steals, but 4 penalties, the red ones, Karen. And of course that bankrupt.
Okay, I'm going to use another reveal because this is looking quite scary now. And I want to try a reveal on D1, please.
D1. So Tony won't know, I won't know, our studio audience won't know, just you and the viewers at home will know now. Karen, play or save?
I think, because I know that he's crafty and he chases my reveals, I better play this one.
Ah, okay, Karen, you're not going to save it up, you're going to play it.
I'm going to play it.
All right. Yes. It's a steal. Well played, Karen. You are stealing some of Tony's £1,475. Would you like to know how much?
I would, very much.
We all would, so we'll find out after the break. We'll see you then. You at home could win between £500 and £5,000 at the end of today's show. To enter, just call 0901 293 3377 or text GRID and your name and hometown to 81817. Or enter online for free at 5.tv/InTheGrid. Not all entries will be shortlisted, but all entries will be charged. Welcome back! Don't forget, you at home could still win between £500 and £5,000 at the end of the show. All the details are on your screen now. Before the break, it was a really interesting game. There's a difference of £1,225 in this game. Karen decided to play her reveal, D1. We knew just before the break that it was a steal. How much of Tony's money are you going to take? Shall we have a look?
Yes, please.
75%! It takes you down to £369. There are 2 gold cash squares left. There are 2 purple steel squares. There are 4 red penalties. And of course, there's the bankrupt square. Right. So, Tony, don't forget, you've still got your 2 reveals there. You're going to play either of those?
Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to play C2.
All right,
C2,
mate.
yeah.
So you've been saving that up. C2 must be good. Let's have a look. It's a steal. Wow. Will it take you into the lead? How much is it, Tony? Let's have a look. It's 100%! You've stolen, Tony, all of Karen's money. Wow. Tony had £4,176. Karen, can you come back? The grid is getting more and more dangerous. There are 4 red penalty squares and that 1 bankrupt square. You want to hope that Tony hits that. You need to hit gold or a steal. That's what you need to get back into the game, Karen. Can you do it? Remember, it's only the one of you that has the most money that is tonight playing the mega grid.
That A3 of Tony's is there. Now, if that is the bankrupt, then there goes my chance of Tony hitting it.
Big decision for you. You want gold, you want a steal.
I'll go for A3.
A3, you're going to go for the square that he was holding on to.
Yeah.
Calling his bluff?
Yep.
All right. A3, was he calling your bluff? It's £250! He was hanging on to it! Tony! A little twitch there and it gave it away there.
Oh, no, I'm going to stop that.
Wow. You're still way behind, Karen. You have £250, but there are 4 penalty squares, the red ones, and of course the bankrupt. Tony, can you avoid them?
I'm going to have A2, please.
You're going to go for
A2.
A2?
Yeah.
You want it to be cash
Okay.
or a steal? Not bad. Well done, you've stolen again! Tony! Wow! Have you stolen all again? Let's see, how much money have you stolen from Karen? 50%, Karen! You're down to £125. Whoa, it's just not going your way at the moment, is it? But nobody knows where the bankrupt square is. Either of you could hit it.
B4.
And hope that it's lucky.
And hope that it's lucky.
You want it to be the cash square. B4. Yes! Whoa, Karen, how did you pull that out of the bag? Well done! £625. Whoa, there are 2 goes each left because we never revealed the last square. It's all about penalties and the bankrupt, Tony. There are no good squares left. You've hit all of those between you.
Yeah.
There's a difference of £3,676. Now then, guys, it's damage limitation. Tony.
Lose. Wait, C3.
C3, he thinks is red. What is it? It is red, it's a penalty. How much of a penalty is it? 25%.
Yeah.
25%, I know, it's a lot of money to lose, but it's not bad. So, £3,226 plays £625. Karen, you've got to hope that you hit a red rather than the bankrupt square.
Really hard. Okay, I've made a decision. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. It's going to be C1.
If it's the bankrupt, I think it will be game over.
I think it will be 2.
C1. Yeah, it isn't the bankrupt. You are going to lose some of your money, but how much? Let's see. 50%. 50%. So you only have 1 go each. Tony, this is tense. You're tense. Karen's tense. I'm tense. If you hit the bankrupt, mate, it will be game over. Which one's it going to be?
I'm going to do D3, please. D3.
Hoping for red. D3. Whoa! Tony, you've avoided the bankrupt, you've hit a penalty. Karen, your only chance is if it's such a big penalty that it takes Tony down below your total of £313. So, let's see how much of a penalty you've hit, mate. 50%! So it means you've won, Tony. Congratulations. Karen. Well, guys, hard luck, Karen. Where would you have gone?
Where would I have gone? Probably B2.
B2. You would have hit the bankrupt anyway. Fantastic game, Karen. All the money that you won goes back to the grid, and we will just reveal A4. 75%. Hard luck, Karen.
It's okay.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Tony, a great game. £1,613. It was right down to the end of the game. You are playing Mega Grid once again. You are just minutes away from winning tens of thousands of pounds or losing everything as you face the Mega Grid. You know, because you've been there before, that as always with the grid, it's good news and it's bad news. On the upside, the Mega Grid is full of cash, 20 gold cash squares. Every time you find one of those, the grid will give you more and more money. But on the downside, as you know as our reigning champion, there are 5 bankrupt squares. Hit just one of those and you lose everything. Game over. You can choose up to 5 squares, and after each one, you can decide to stop and keep what you've earned so far or play on. The grid is mixing up the squares and is now locked. It's time to face the Mega Grid for the second time, Tony. Good luck, mate. We always play the first square, find gold, and the grid will take your current winnings to £2,800, Tony.
Right.
Feeling lucky?
Yeah.
You have to play the first square, so find that gold.
D1.
This is for £2,800 or nothing, Tony. Gold or bankrupt, which is it? D1, we want it to be gold. Yes! Tony! You have indeed got the Midas touch, mate. You did it yesterday. You went as far as 4. Now, how far are you going to go today? Find gold and the grid will take your winnings to £5,200, Tony.
You got to do it, ain't you?
You got to do it. It's £5,200, or if you hit a bankrupt, it's nothing.
Right. Yep, we're off.
We're off?
Yep.
Where are you going?
D2, please.
D2, don't let it be a bankrupt square. We want it to be gold.
Go on.
Yes! Whoa, Tony, you're doing great! £5,200, mate. £5,200. And of course, the longer you go on, the more chance there is of hitting one of those 5 bankrupt squares. But there are plenty of golds there. There are 18 golds left in that grid. If you carried on and tried to find gold, this is how much the grid would be giving you. £7,800, Tony. What are you going to do? You can go. You are our reigning champion, and you will be back tomorrow. You can stick, but this is the only time that you are guaranteed to be playing Mega Grid. You have 5,200. You hit a bankrupt, you're out. But you could win. You could win that.
I mean, go and stay. I know.
There are 18 gold squares there, but there are 5 bankrupt squares there as well. The odds are very much in your favour. I'm not swaying you.
It's a tricky one. No, I'm going to take it.
You going to stop?
Yeah, I'm going to stop.
Okay, Tony, £5,200. Well played. Well done. Where would you have gone, mate? Just tell me where you would have gone, Tony.
I've been there. A1.
A1. Would it have been gold? Yes, it would. It would have taken you up to £7,800. The missing squares, let's see where they were. There they are. Tony, congratulations. £5,200. We add that to yesterday's takings. That's a total of £13,900. And of course, as reigning champion, there's a chance that you could win more money tomorrow. Can you make it 3 in a row?
I'll be here, don't worry.
You'll be here. All right, one more job for you. Time for you to win some money for somebody watching at home. Okay, mate, there are 9 cash amounts in the grid. One of you watching right now will win up to £5,000. Tony, be lucky for them. Pick a square.
Right. I'm going for C1, please.
C1?
Yep.
For you at home, £2,000! Congratulations! You've just won £2,000. Let's see the rest of the squares. That's where the cash was. We've just seen Tony win £5,200, bringing his total to £13,900. He'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you in 24 hours when Tony will face a new contender in the grid. We'll see you then. Well done, mate.
There's another couple wanting to up sticks and head for the countryside. Build a new life in the country is about to start on 5 Life. That's on Freeview Channel 36.